Oh hey guys, it's Ren here over at the Hungry Heart Home, and as promised, I am coming to you guys this week with some huge news, major life changes. Without further ado, let's get into it. If this is something you want to hear, be sure to keep watching. Alright guys, so before delving into this video, I'm going to give a few heads up. So first of all, our neighbors across the street are starting a project of putting a pool in, and in the backyard we have fences going in, so there might be a little background noise, and I apologize. There is truly nowhere I can film in my house this week that will be quiet. That being said, I also obviously didn't lock the dogs away, so I've got them out here with me, but let's get into it. So if you guys follow me on social media, you know over the past few weeks I've been teasing a little bit about a big life update, some big changes coming for us and our family. And yeah, so the reason I teased about it was mainly because I have a big mouth, okay? I have a hard time keeping a juicy secret, but at the same time I wanted to make sure to get my ducks in a row, make sure everything was going smoothly before kind of putting this out into the universe, because I'm also kind of, you know, a little bit skeptical sometimes that everything will come together. You just never know. But things are lining up really well, and I think that we're in a good spot to kind of share this info. I would have had Nate actually here in the video with me, but he is in New York working right now, and so it's just me and my precious little puppies who need lots of attention today because all of the noises outside are stressing them out. All right, so big news is we are selling our house. Okay, so take a second, digest, take that in. I know we only moved in here in late 2019, so yes, we have not even been here for 2 years. Why are we selling this gorgeous brand new build house that we literally picked every last finish for and have been toiling away making beautiful? Well, let's just say first and foremost, moving into this house, it wasn't our forever home, and we knew that. Our game plan was to live here for 5 to 7 years. We were very strategic about the part of town that we bought the house in that would be best for resale, and we knew that our house would increase in value and allow us to fund our forever home. So that being said, the past year and a half, the real estate market has gone nuts, and especially in Ontario, if you are Canadian, it is just wild what is happening with the real estate market. And so when we really started taking a look at the numbers of what the houses were selling for in our area, they were selling for the price that we hoped our house would be able to garner in 5 to 7 years of living here, in 1.5 years of living here. And so it just kind of got our juices flowing and thinking, why wait for our forever home when essentially we can kind of fund it now? When the real estate market has done all these crazy things that would allow us to not wait 5 to 7 years, why not just go for it? That being said, I know a lot of people are gonna be like, you literally just moved into this house and it's beautiful, why would you leave? You know, the reality is that we don't really have many good memories in this home. So we moved in late November 2019. By the middle of December 2019, we had to put Dolly down in this home, and it was, okay, not gonna cry, but it was one of the hardest moments of my life. You guys know we don't have kids. Our dogs are clearly our children. And Dolly was our first baby. She was our first fur baby, and it was truly the most heart-wrenching thing ever. I'm still almost crying just talking about it. So that was kind of one of our first memories in this house. And then, you know, we get into 2020 and we all know what happened there. You know, Nate's been out of work a bunch, you know, just so much happened, just like probably the most stressful year in everyone's life. And so our memories in this home are just kind of like not fun ones. You know, we don't really feel like there's anything holding us in this house aside from the fact that it's beautiful. It was never gonna be our forever home. So what is the game plan? All right, so we are not in a rush, and what do we hope for our forever home? So we've always wanted to have an acreage, not a lot, but you know, 2 to 3 acres of land with the ability to build, you know, some stuff on our property, have a bit more privacy. We live in the suburbs here. You know, I'm looking out my window at a house, I look out my dining room at a house, I look out over there at a house. You know, we really just, it's not that we don't love neighbors, and we actually are really lucky to have awesome neighbors here, but we've always wanted a little bit more rural of a life, and still be able to do all the things that we love. So we're on the hunt and we're very open. You know, initially we had thought maybe 5 to 7 years down the road we would buy an acreage and build something on it, but I don't really think that that is our game plan right now. So first and foremost, we're looking for a property with some land. We're hopeful to be on some water or with water views, and also to have a large garage on the property, as well as some nice foliage of some sort, neighbors not too far away, and a drivable distance to a fun, bigger hub of a city or a town, as we do plan on living a little bit more out in the country. Now, that being said, being able to sell our home here for an exorbitant amount, you know, we really want to put that money into a home in an area where real estate isn't as crazy, and allow us, who are self-employed and will always be self-employed, to have minimal, if no mortgage, which is kind of crazy to think that at 36 or 37, whenever we find the right property, we're basically gonna have a minuscule, if not non-existent mortgage, and already be set up for our retirement. As, you know, self-employed people, this is something that we worry about and consider a lot, and also 2020 and 2021 have definitely eaten into our retirement savings and have made us think about that even more so. So while we would love for this property to be in Ontario, who knows? You know, we're not closed to that option, but the reality is that the real estate market in Ontario is fairly crazy, and we really just want to be open to what might come our way. You know, we do want to live in Canada, so I know some of you had guessed on my stories that we were moving to the States. We're not moving to the States, but we are moving, and likely moving out of the Ottawa area. That said, we already have a condo that we are renting starting August 1st here in Ottawa, because we know that regardless of where the property is that we buy, it will need some work, because it will probably be an older home. We're hoping for an older character home from like the late 1800s, early 1900s, and we don't want to live through major renovations, because we did that before at the Hungry Heart Home 1.0. This is 2.0. So in the Hungry Heart Home 3.0, we would like to not live through major renovations, as well as Nate has a shop here and a business here, and we want to be able to have that condo to come visit all our friends and family. So even once we get the property and everything is renovated, we still plan on keeping the condo and maintaining a hub here. What's really nice is that financially we'll be able to do that and afford to have kind of two living situations for us. One will be downtown. What's kind of cool is that the condo that we got is actually blocks from our very first apartment in Ottawa, which is just so nice to just kind of finish out our time in living here full-time in the city, in an area where we kind of started our marriage off, which is just gonna be really nice. Now, our first apartment together was in San Diego, but our first apartment together in Canada was a few blocks from where we will be. So all that to say, we're selling our house. It's going on the market early next month. We're moving into a condo in August, and then we are going to be on the hunt. I mean, we're already starting to look and put our feelers out for the perfect property to have our forever home on. And you know what? I will say that the new build process was really fun for me. You know, being able to kind of pick every single finish from scratch, you know, pull together all these spaces while designing the home was fun for me. But once I moved in, I realized that I really missed the character of the older homes. I missed, you know, really being in the trenches, working on those projects of renovating the home and just kind of taking like a hidden gem and bringing it to its full potential. And that's what I really want out of this forever home. I want a project house that we will like pour our heart and souls into and build into just the perfect home, while still having those, you know, old touches and beautiful charm. and really kind of having a little bit more privacy as well. So, you know, I loved the new build process. You know, obviously our home is beautiful, but it doesn't feel like, you know, it just doesn't feel right to us anymore. We're not happy here. We feel a little, you know, stagnant here. This isn't the forever home that we want, and we see the possibility to do that and dive into it years ahead of our life plan. You know, our 5 to 7 year plan has been sped up exponentially, and we're really, really excited about it. Now, the other reason I held off on sharing this on social media was that we wanted to make sure to tell all of our close friends and family about this big change before they saw it on social media, before they, you know, saw a video go up about it. We wanted to really have those conversations with those people who are most important to us and share that info with them too. But yeah, we're super excited. So yesterday I had our realtor wife over. She's actually a home stager and home decorator as well. She does interior design, and they're such an awesome team. So if you're in the Ottawa area and you're thinking of selling and you need a real estate team who rocks every aspect of selling your house, shoot me a message because they're awesome. But I had Heather over here yesterday helping me pull together some spaces, stage some rooms that we had that were empty upstairs, because you guys know I have not any means finished decorating this home. And on Friday we have them coming to do photos, and then we'll be listing early July. So I have been hectic busy just getting little projects done around the house, cleaning up little spaces, clearing out stuff, moving stuff down to the basement, cleaning out the garage. Like, my to-do list is still so long, so long. But now that you guys all know this crazy information and this huge change that we're delving into, then you know what, now I can start sharing it. So I think the first video I'm going to share through this process is going to be a full house tour, because our house is going to be like perfectly staged on Friday, and so there's a lot of spaces in this house you guys have never seen. There's a lot of spaces in this house that I hadn't really touched, and now we've kind of zhuzhed them and made them cuter to list. So I will do a full house tour next week. That will be the first video in sharing this process. I'm going to do some deep cleaning with you guys, because guess what? We need to do some serious deep cleaning in this house before any of the viewings happen. But yeah, so all that to say, life is a little hectic right now, a tad bit stressful, but also very exciting. We are in no rush to find the perfect property. We don't know where that property will be. We're just kind of open to finding, you know, a character home on an acreage with some type of water view. Those are all three very important to us. And since this is going to be our forever home, it is very important to us that all of those are ticked. What needs to happen in the house, the works, the projects, you know, that doesn't need to be perfect, because that's something I'm very excited to delve into. And obviously along the process of searching for this perfect property, I'm going to share that journey with you guys too. So super excited. I'm sure I have not like wowed some socks off of you guys, like shocked quite a few of you. I hope you guys are excited for us, and even more importantly, I hope you're super excited to follow along on this journey with us. So please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel here, because the amount of content I am going to share of moving from the big city to small town life and gutting and renovating an old home is going to be bonkers. I am super excited for it. And you know what, guys, I think now this is going to be our third home together that we've purchased together, and I really feel like the third time's a charm. You know, in our first home it was a gutter renovation, but it wasn't the right property. It did have beautiful character. We did make it our home and we loved it, but it wasn't, you know, the space that we wanted or the area that we wanted. In this second home, we got the space that we wanted. We got everything we wanted inside the house, but again, we don't have the property. And we've kind of learned what we loved most about renovating as well as new build process, and we've learned what kind of projects we like to take on ourselves, what kind of projects we don't want to be living in the house while they happen, and what kind of projects that we want to contract out to other people. And so I'm really excited, just not feeling like such a noob this time around. Third time's a charm. We're looking for our dream home, dream property, and I cannot wait for this process. Again, we're in no rush. you know, we'll be moving into our condo, so I will be sharing some condo content, maybe some storage organization stuff in there in the interim too. All that to say, guys, you know I can talk your faces off, so I will sign off for this week. Check back next week for a full staged home tour of our home. And if you happen to live in the Ottawa area and you're possibly looking for a new home and you love ours and you have a healthy budget, let me know. I will keep you posted when the house goes on the market for sale. All right, guys, I'm signing out for this week. I cannot wait to see you guys next week for the home tour. Again, please be sure to subscribe to see all of the awesome, exciting content that will be coming over the months, years to come. Okay, there's gonna be tons. I love you all. Thank you all for all of your support. And I hope this was exciting as the hype led up to. Love you guys, and I'll see you next week.